Hey, bada bam, it's your boy Speed here, and today we're gonna be doing some Guess the Rank. If you guys don't know what the series is, well, welcome to the channel. This is Guess the Rank, where I look at your games that you guys submit to the YouTube community tab and try to guess your rank. Obviously based off your gameplay, I don't just guess, but alright, let's just move on. But nonetheless, as we get into the video, I just want to ask you guys a couple favors. If you could smash the like button and subscribe to help our channel grow, I would genuinely appreciate it. And on top of that, if you haven't considered it, or you don't have a gameleap sub already, I mean, first of all, you're missing out. But second of all, I just made a full jug course recently. I made a video on how to play carry Tidehunter, another video explaining mid Grimstroke in depth, a ton of videos on split pushing, and you know, I mean, I just do various content that, frankly, does not often show up here on YouTube. So if you're looking to take your game to the next level and you're struggling to gain rank, I highly recommend you go click the link down below, get your gameleap sub right now, and I hope to see you guys there. Alright, so the first person we're going to be looking at is Stropex on the Juggernaut. Currently, looks like you're having a pretty good game, 2-1 and 4. I would say maybe that's a little bit inactive for a Juggernaut. I mean, usually I just like to see this hero getting a bit more active. I mean, but to be fair, it's a bit of a tough jug game. They got that Ursa, so he can threaten you, but you know, I mean, that's the first thing I would consider. Maybe you could be a little bit more active. I haven't watched the game, it's hard for me to tell for sure. That's just like a first glance type of thing. Nonetheless, Battle Fury Manta Phase 1, pretty standard items. Can't be mad at that. And looks like your team is, oh, they're actually behind. What's happening? Okay, so they have a very farmed Ursa who you're gonna have to be obviously very careful about. That's definitely your biggest concern of this game, so I'm definitely curious on how we're gonna see you play around that. So what just happened? Your team like ran away and you went in? This is so weird. Like, okay, so the first thing I'm gonna say, okay, let me make this very clear. Guys, big general Dota tip. Never, ever, ever run up onto an enemy's high ground on their side of the map without a ward on the high ground. Now, they smoked up, so props to the enemy team. Oracle has an Aether Lens and Mana Boots. Ugh, that is disgusting, but nonetheless, it's a good play by them, good blink in, whatever. But as I was kind of saying, you need to not be here for a couple of reasons. Number one, if you guys are going to be on this high ground, you need to hold the hills. So you guys are, if you watch pro games ever, they hold high grounds like this. Number one, they often put down a ward just so they have the ward advantage of the enemy team, I mean vision advantage if the enemy team invades. On top of that, they actually hold the hills. So if they do smoke, the enemy team does smoke, it gets popped right here, and then they get to jump. But that's obviously not what happened. And now, you know, it's I'm assuming a disaster. I guess we'll see what happens, but you look dead to me, and you are, uh-oh. This is what we call the feed plays, so your team takes a bit of a spill. All right, let's see your team bounces back. You got this Night Stalker nighttime coming up in about a minute. Obviously, oh wait, that wasn't even your high ground. Oh, that's funny. I was looking at the map backwards. You can tell I really skipped to this point. I hadn't looked before. I was looking. I was assuming you guys were invading. That's funny. Yeah, that's funny. Okay. Oh, that makes so much more sense. Okay. Oh, what are you doing? All right. So, why is what you're about to do an awful decision? Okay. Why is this a bad decision? Look. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you paying no attention? Hello? Your counter is behind you. If you guys don't know what the jug counter is, I've already said it, but I'll say it again. It's Ursa. He counters jug because you can't omni slash him and you can't spin away. He tears you to shreds. It's not fun. And so you can't let the Ursa get near you. He's behind you. Oh, I guess he's invis. But either way, okay, he's invis. Fine. You didn't know. Bit tough on me. Regardless, that point, you know, still learn from that, guys. But nonetheless, why are you trying to defend this alone? Why are you trying to defend this alone? Look at where your team is. This Night Stalker is top. Your SF is bottom. Don't defend the tower. So you might be asking, oh, but Speed, what should I do instead? I'm stuck at my base. Send some Mantas down mid and run bottom and hit these neutral camps. That's your play. Your play is not to walk up to a tower against Ursa Shadow Demon. Now, I know you didn't see the Ursa necessarily, and I don't know, maybe this fight works out anyway. Oh, that was such a lucky Omni Slash. Oh, you were so lucky. Oh, you died anyway, but yeah, you gotta be very, very careful. Like, that initiation makes very little sense. Fortunately, it looks like it, funny enough, worked out for your team, which is just hilarious in itself, but okay, it really worked out for your team. That is, I'm shocked. I don't know what happened. I guess they had no Ravage. Okay, they were pushing without Ravage. All right, just be careful about defending right away. And I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, oh, Speed, if that was a pro guy, you would have said nothing. No, I would have said this. Okay, I definitely would have said the same thing. All right, hear me out. No nighttime. Nighttime was coming up very soon. SF wasn't there. Just be a little bit patient. I wouldn't mind if, like, you said, okay, I have Omni Slash, we have our spells, nighttime's up in 10 seconds, so let's smoke and wrap on them. They don't have Ravage. That's fine. But, like, when you walk up like that, I don't know what went wrong with that fight. I'm not going to go back to look. I'm sure I could find some things that the enemy team did wrong or whatever, but, you know, I don't know how their supports got full hit by an Omni Slash. That's questionable in itself. But, yeah, all right. Let's move on. All right, looks like we got another fight coming up here. He's going in for the snipe. Yeah, buddy. Woo, okay. You know, I mean, if this works out, I guess good, but this guy has no BKB, right? All right, I mean, at least you're forcing his BKB. I'm just a little bit concerned that this Omni Slash is going to end and you're going to, like, get trucked, but I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. Nonetheless, SF, oh my god, this Ursa is getting the treatment. Isn't this Ursa just going to get Oracle ultied? Where's Oracle? What? Oh, he got feared, didn't he? That's funny. I guess SF kind of counters Oracle in that sense, because, like, I'm guessing he tried to save the Ursa, right? But he got hit by that. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's interesting. This is why you buy Blink instead of Mana Boots, kids. He could have saved his Ursa then. All right. Or Glimmer. He could have saved his Ursa if he had a Glimmer or Force, but nope, I need more Arcane Boots. All right, I'll move on. That ended up working out. Bit of a weird initiation, but I mean, I understand the play. You wanted to prevent him from getting Aegis, so all right. Good healing ward. Could have put it down a little bit earlier, so it was a bit slow, but I mean, the one thing I will say is that it's very clear to me that you're good at farming. You have the right idea with item builds. Like, it's not like the super meta Jug build, but it's very standard and very strong, so the Ags next makes sense. And I like that you're willing to go in and take risks. I think a lot of players are a bit afraid to take some risks. I guess you could also say that maybe his risks are just like psycho decision making. But all right, I'm ready to guess the rank. Let's guess Stropa rank. Based on your CS item build and some general spell casting and movements, I'm gonna say this is like ancient-ish, ancient 3-ish, something like that. But I don't know. I think if you work on your decision making a little bit, or you're like a bit more careful with it, you could definitely gain a lot of MMR. Yeah, I'm gonna say ancient 3. Which one are you? Looks like you're Divine something based on the bottom, and you are Divine 4. Oh shoot, okay. I guess a little bit low. All right, I mean, I definitely guessed pretty low. I'll be honest. You were farming very, very well, which frankly, that within itself should have been, you know, me guessing higher. But like, keep in mind, carry players, if you're bad at farming, you're a bad carry player. Okay, but all right, let's get into the next one. All right, next up on the list, we got Yiddle Alcohol Syndrome. Okay, quite the name. You're playing Coddle. I recently made a video on Coddle. This hero's incredibly good right now. Solid laning stage, its kit feels good, its ultimate is incredibly strong. So let's see what you do on Coddle. I'm curious to see how you play, and then try to guess your rank. Alright, 22 minutes in here. I can't help but notice this chipped vest. It just seems like a weird item to have on Coddle, you know? Let's look at the other options. I definitely think Shovel or the Philosopher's Stone is probably a better option than, you know, the chipped vest, but hey, maybe this is some new meta that I haven't seen. A lot of HP regen. But alright, in terms of items, you're going Glimmer into Aether. I think it's a reasonable build. I actually think the Aether is a bit underrated. Like, a lot of people skip it because you have a 200 cast range talent, but I think it's alright. However, this game, you know, I'm against this Prophet. He might pick up the Shard at some point. I would expect him to pick up the Shard. It's pretty broken. And then you're going to need a Force Staff to get out of his Sprout. Quelling Blade won't do it, so that's something I would have considered. It's also a good Force Staff game to get away from the Atos from Skywrath. Whoever gets Atos, you want to Force Staff them right away. So personally, I think this is a bit of a mistake, but nonetheless, skill build. One thing you said in the post, you said that you maxed out your W, your Solar Bind first. You left this at 2 points, the Illuminate. I think it's okay. The only thing is the Spirit Form makes the Illuminate so usable, makes it so convenient because you don't have to stand still and charge it, that I generally think that this is a bad idea. But honestly, I mean, it's like a fairly reasonable spell. It's a lot of magical damage reduction. It's definitely underrated. So I think it's an okay thing to experiment with at the least. Nonetheless, let's actually get into a fight. I'm curious to see how you're going to use Recall as well. Like, that's a big thing for me. I'm assuming this is a ranked pub, right? Like, if you can use Recall effectively in a ranked pub, dude, I mean, I know, you're a leader. Okay, so fight breaks out. I would imagine if you want to take this fight, you need to instantly Recall. First things first, what are you doing? Why are you walking right up to this guy? Where are you going? Run away! Why are you just what are you doing? Why did you just walk up to him and let him kill you? I'm so confused. What is your team doing? Oh god. What is this, like Archon? Alright, let's move on to the next fight. I'll give you a chance. Maybe I'll give you like a much higher rank if you use recall at some point. I just want to see some sort of recall usage. Alright, you ulti. W, that's fine. Casting your spells, it's good. Maybe a blinding light. Alright, nice blinding light, it's good. Here though, if you're a real G, you'll run bottom and TP a core bottom. I mean that, like for all you Coddle players, consider how you can amplify your core's farm. You know, people are really bad at splitting the map. And obviously, you know, funny enough, core players are probably better at it than support players, but really I would put a main emphasis on considering doing this, like, or telling them to do it, right? A big thing about Coddle is like right now, your Monkey King can go push in bottom, then you recall him, and all of a sudden you have all the waves in, and your Monkey King has a ton of farm. You know, so I definitely would. Okay, I don't know what's going on in all chat. But yeah, I would just consider that. There's very little recall usage going on here, which is something that I understand. It's like, oh, but it's a pub. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a pub. Oh, that was close. It's a pub, but I still think it's so important to just use it to move people to farm. Like, even if you just bring someone to a creep wave, like, I think that's super nice. Alright, fight breaks out. Quelling. What are you doing? Click your buttons! Ah! Does he have the shard now? He doesn't even have the shard! Oh, Quelling and run away, bruh. What? Like, your spell casting's pretty good, but all this other stuff, like your positioning and your like, reaction time to dying is so bad. It's so weird. It makes me feel like you're, like, ancient-ish? Because, like, your spell casting's good, besides all the recall stuff, but... And, like, your item build is chill. I like that you have, like, this Windlace and Quelling. Like, that's, like, usually a good sign. I don't know, this other stuff is just giving me the heebie-jeebies. Like, I want to guess high because of the stuff. But alright, let's watch one more fight. I wanna see. I'm, like, kind of lost right now. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that was nice. Okay. That was cool. I like that. So basically, you run in here. We're about to watch him run in, right? He's gonna pop his ulti when he sees this Lich. He's gonna pop his ulti. If you're even slightly better, you pop it that recall and then W, but hey, this is fine, honestly. It's cool. You W, and you, like, pop someone in here, and you could have gotten a kill potentially, so... I just like the idea. Wow. Even the Monkey King reacted right away. Is this high MMR? Like, for someone to react out of recall that fast is good stuff. It almost makes me feel like this is party queue, where it's, like, pretty high MMR. I don't know now. Alright, I'm just gonna guess your rank. I'm gonna stick with my gut. Ancient. Did I say Ancient last time? I said Ancient 3. I'm gonna go a bit higher. I feel like last time I guessed really low. Especially after that Boundless Strike being so fast. Like, that was, like, really nice awareness. I don't think, like, most players have that. So, yeah, I'm gonna say that this is... By the way, I don't like this Ghost Scepter here, but we'll move on. It's not horrible, but... yeah, Ancient 5. I'm going Ancient 5. And you are... Let's check it out! Oh, is this you? Oh, dang it, that's the Lich. Oh my god, I thought I had it. Divine 4, oh, okay. You're much higher. Honestly, I mean, you got some really good things going with the spell casting, but that, like, cool stuff dying to Prophet twice in a row for no reason was... just so weird. Like, what was that? All in all, best of luck. Alright, and last but not least, we got Why Are You Running on the Slardar. Gotta love it. Look how much I've diversified the heroes we're looking at today. We got a safe laner, a support, and an off laner. I basically covered everything. Besides mid laners, but who cares about mid lane players? Am I right, guys? Alright, let's get into Slardar gameplay and see what you do. You said, yeah, by the way, this guy gave a lot of nice timestamps. That's why I picked this thing. But yeah, at minute 11, you said you made your first rotation, which I can respect. As a Slardar player, I think it's very important to make sure you're primarily putting your focus on obtaining relatively high CS and kicking the safe laner out of the lane before you leave the lane. It's like a good rule of thumb, and looks like you've done a quite good job of that. So much so to the point where this PL is level 6 and you're level 9, which is a gameleap classic submission, but nonetheless, let's see what you do. So this looks like a very timely submission. I definitely want to kill this Lina. You blink in. Nice, you even got the 3 bashes prepped. Okay, you could attack move, so the only thing there is that, you know, if you have a very good sense, you know it's going to take about 2 to 3 auto attacks to kill this guy, right? And so it's very important that you hit, right? You amp, you hit, and then you move, right? So during this bash and during the cooldown of your auto attack, you move forward, right? You don't want to stand still, because when you stand still, what ends up happening is then your last auto attack causes you to have to run really far forward, and, you know, in situations where it's a lot more close, you could actually lose the kill, right? Let's say she gets off the stun, or she's half HP and not a third HP, or full HP, you know, then that kill would be significantly harder, and the attack moving would really come into play. But this looks like a great rotation. Very well played. So overall, very impressed, very impressed. Next up, you actually run bottom at the PL. I could have ran at that guy. He did have Doppel, but still. Only because you have the blink. Like, I'd love to see you just go sicko mode at this guy. Honestly, like, I don't like the fact that he's just getting to hit this camp, right? I know, so Slaughter's not some, like, great PL counter. He can dispel your ulti, and he has high armor, but still, you're so far ahead. Just run at him. You know, guys, it's a very important concept. When you're this far ahead, it's important that you put a big emphasis on, not only amplifying your own game, but also shutting down the enemy's game. So, yeah, if I was you, I would have considered shutting down the PL at this point, rather than shoving the wave. As valuable as farming is on Slardog, you know, I think it's just as important to shut this guy down. Ooh, there's the courier. All right. Really sent the... Oh, okay. Okay, so the only thing I'd say here, little bit of switch up. You never want to lead stun on PL like this, so when he sees you coming, it's not really worth to lead stun and ulti. I would just kind of run at him, right? Try to bank on my movement speed, force the W, then chase. You know, assuming you're going to chase. Now, you're not going to get this kill anyway. It's under their tower. But this is still a great play for everyone watching. Fantastic rotation. Because, you know, the enemy team is very underfarmed compared to him. He's obviously, like, having a god game, right? Only concerning person is this Doom, but he doesn't even have ulti, so... Oh my god, he's rushing Shivas. What the... I mean, it's a good item, but rushing it... Alright, but, yeah, great rotation here. I love that you're making space. Now you just gotta back off. Yep. Just gotta back off. You can wait for someone to separate and go back in, but this is perfect. You guys can maybe even kill this Doom here. Okay, bit dangerous, but yeah, good kite out. Gotta keep kiting out. Alright. This is good movement, nice. Now re-engage, perfect. Go on the Lina, awesome. Awesome. This Doom seems like a big kill. I can appreciate that you're going Doom instead of Sand King. Alright, you didn't have to blink stun that guy. He was definitely already dead, so... Alright. That was like an 8 out of 10. I would have given you a 10 out of 10, but you stunned that guy when you didn't have to. Alright, the initiation. Oh god. Alright. Well, it was close. I'll give you that. The main thing I'd like to say about this game, though, that, like, I think gives me a very clear sign that you're a bit on the higher end, which is funny. I've picked 3 people that are high MMR. Well, at least I'm, you know, obviously I'm guessing, but these movements and your map movements and your overall CS and everything like that is, like, very clean, so I definitely would have to guess that you're high MMR. You know, just the overall teamwork. I would say there's a little bit of, like, wave pushing issues that your team has that makes me feel like this is probably, like, Divine-ish again, funny enough. And, like, a little bit of spell casting issues. Nothing where I'm like, oh my god, you know, you're the worst, but, you know, it's definitely could be fixed a little bit, you know? The deny? Cool. I like the BKB here. I think Ags is fine, but, you know, BKB against Peel is nice because he can't just burn all your mana when you're in your puddle. I love that you're shutting down the side lanes, though. This is great. Like, just the fact that you know, you understand this idea of, like, you know, okay, I'm playing Slaughter, I'm gonna run to the side lanes, I'm gonna shut them down, and then I'm gonna connect back with my team mid. I think it's a very important idea. Yeah, look, you run back mid instantly. I like this. You know, now you're mid. Honestly, I think here you should really be taking Roshan. To me, it just feels like you guys are so far ahead. You know, they do have some good team fight, but... Oh! You pinged Rosh! Come on! Gotta yell at your team. You gotta say, what are you doing? Come here, you fools! Alright, this is good. Nice, the Roshan. I think you should be buying smokes, but hey, I like this Doom jump. Just jumping. You don't need to wait. Alright, nice. Nice, this is great. Wow. You're playing great this game. Good movements. I love that you keep going back to mid as well. Off the bottom lane. Sometimes this can get you killed. Oh, how do you know that was real? You can have some mana issues, obviously, but... Well, you guys actually might kill him. Or not. He knows. Yeah, you just gotta chill. Alright. Oh, this is... Little bit of an early BKB. That was definitely a bit of a panic BKB, but... I can see why you did it for sure. Okay, you can probably go back in on this Lina. I just pick on this Lina, yeah. Oh, god. A bit of a weird fight. I feel like your troll's gonna clean it up, though. He's got that Aegis from earlier. This definitely looks very good to me. I'll be honest, like, this game in general. Maybe some team fighting issues from your team, but, like, in the PL seems to have no clue what he's doing. I don't know what's going on with PL, but other than that, this game looks great. You guys are playing very well as a team. It's extremely nice and very fluid motion. You even got a smoke. Wow, look at this. This is the... You guys pushing top and then smoke to bottom. This is great. I love this. This is wonderful map movement. Someone sent me like a professional replay or something like that? What's going on here? There's some wacky stuff. Alright, and I guess that's gonna be about all for the Slaughter game. Yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna guess very high. I almost want to say Immortal, but like, I think there's a couple things that make me hesitate from that, but at the same time, like, Dota's a weird game. Like, people can do really good stuff and make occasional mechanical mistakes. I mean, I make millions of mechanical mistakes per game. Everyone does, but, you know, like, I don't know. I want to say this is really high. I'm going to say Divine 5. I'm going to stick with my gut, Divine 5. If this is Immortal, alright, it is what it is, but Divine 5, and you are... What? Oh, that's a... What? No way, are you a Smurf? You might be a Smurf? Probably not? I don't know. What? Alright. Damn, is your whole team Smurfs? Alright. At least Troll's a Smurf. That gives me some hope. You guys get like a 5 stack of Smurfs? Alright, Viper's probably not. We're going through the whole team at this point. Alright, Clockwork might be. And Nick's Assassin is probably a Smurf. Dude, what do you guys like? What is this? The Smurf committee or something? I can't tell, but is this really what Dota is nowadays? I can't tell. Like, maybe they're just really low leveled or something, but your team played, like, extremely well, you know? To the point where I feel like it was some Smurfs. But they apparently have one too. I don't know. Is this what Archon is? I have, like, a friend who's around this rank, and he's always complaining about Smurfs, so, like, maybe it is actually what it is. I don't know. But alright, I wish you guys the best. Go crush some Smurfs, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace! But yeah, that's going to be about all, folks. Remember, click the link down below and subscribe to the GameLeap website where we have thousands of videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!